remember, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Tyler Lockett. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
First down, Seattle.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Swift. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Swift. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Scruggs. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Quarterback sack by Jordan Brooks. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Complete to Hunter Bryant. A gain of 7. 1st down.
On 1st down. Lockett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. With that throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Scruggs buying time to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Scruggs.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And out come the lead down to a touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 33-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Throwing is Wilson. Bryant with a catch right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-7.
The score, Seahawks 21. Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run. Hands are 11, hands are 11. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run.
Off the play fake. Scruggs. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught by Bryant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Scruggs on the move to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Throwing on first down. Scruggs.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get this swarm on. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Wilson will throw again.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 out of 5. Not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Scruggs.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Steps away. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Off the play fake. Scruggs. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Being chased out left. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And some room to maneuver. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. And that one there was just a drag route to Watkins.
And that should be one of his best routes because I like his toughness going across the middle. Also love his ability to regulate his speed and really get in sync with his quarterback. And then after he catches it, look out. That's when he's really dangerous.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Vikings 7. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 21. Pick it up, pick it up. Hey, pick it up.
Back to throw. Scruggs. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike.
Off play action. Scruggs. Smith catches left side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Check Mike 21.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 21, Mike 60.
On 1st and 10, Scruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Mike 54. I got you.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Swift. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. Watch the run, watch the run. Right there. 34's a Mike, he's coming.
On 1st down, Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Seahawks.
Friday. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
Wilson. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
36 power. Mike 34. Scoot.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. Hey, alert.
Wilson wants to throw it. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You must be dreaming. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come out here, come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, here we go, D, all day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 18
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Hey, check Mike 21.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Come on. Hey, check it out.
To throw on 3rd down. Scruggs.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Scruggs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to
rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings.